doing part 4 of our Feel Good in Your Skin. And this one is a really tricky one because we're talking about our back body and how do you touch your back skin? You know how you need someone to scratch your back? Well, this is a bit like that. So we're going to use the wall today, and you can also use the back of a chair if you want to do this seated as well, but the wall comes in really handy for some of the last part of the video where we're going to be standing. So let's just start with feeling into the back body by moving backwards. So if you don't have a lot of room, you might need to trick yourself into moving forward and back. So just to start, you're just going to feel what might it be like to feel into that back, upper back. So some of you may know that from doing a cat-cow movement, but imagine if you had to quickly move with your upper back behind you. And we're going to touch this part of the upper back with the wall, or you can use the back of the chair. So if you have a chair, well, we happen to have one here. I feel like play school. We can move into that back of the chair. So I've got myself more towards the front of the chair and just feeling the back part of my upper back. And if you can now, with the back of the chair, just allow your back of the heart center, upper back there, to really start to feel like it's relaxing into the upper back of the chair. So I'm going to start to really come a bit more into that back of the chair. And with a sigh, just allow the upper back to relax into the back of the chair. So now, this one's a little bit tricky because here we're going to try with the back of your chair, which may not be the best chair, but we're going to just try it. See if you can just allow the skin to start rolling into the back of the chair and rolling. So the better it is will be dependent on whether you can actually slow this down. So just start to feel your skin starting to relax one side of your upper back and shoulder blade and then to the other. So it's not like a lumping, but it's more like a touching of the chair with your upper back. And you're just allowing that to slowly come into the back of the chair. And for some of us, you can just relax the whole upper back in the chair, and with your imagination and your breathing, you can just feel between your shoulder blades the back of the heart sinking into the back of the chair. This might be easy for everyone, but just have a go. Have a little imagination and feel the back of your heart in the middle of the shoulder blades, the back of the heart chakra. With your imagination, you're just softening and sinking into the back of the chair. Good. And then try that again with the skin of the back of the upper body. You're just slowly rolling that into the back of the chair. Good. So the back body is one that we can access by using surfaces because we're not really going to be rolling on the floor that much unless you come to our dance classes. So let's just try it now with the wall. We're going to feel what it's like to have that moving with the back body into the wall. So again, we're not just sort of landing into the wall. We're going to start with one of your upper shoulder blades or back of the shoulders, and just feel how it is to feel your upper body just roll into the wall. And you can start to feel the skin being contacted. I've got my feet a little bit further away from the wall. And then I'm taking the back of my head also to the wall and just allowing the skin from one shoulder blade and outer shoulder to roll and contact with the wall. So you can just allow the back of the head to start making that same movement. And then I'm starting to bring a little bit more of my arms. So see if you can just feel the skin now starting to really slow down and make that contact with the skin of the back of the head, back of the arm, shoulder, and then moving from one side to the other. So this movement, you can start to really allow your back body to feel what it's like to surrender and let go. It could be just your focus on one part of the back body, maybe the back of the skull, maybe it's the skin on every single part of your upper shoulder and your shoulder blades. And then eventually you can start to feel how you might start to take this into more of a roll where each part of your skin can start to learn how to connect to every other part of the skin and use the wall to really roll on each surface of that back body so you can turn over to one side completely. So the back body now can be a little bit more nurtured. So coming back to each of the shoulder blades on the back, upper back, and feel that rolling from one shoulder blade, then into the center of the back, where our back of our heart chakra is, and then over to the other shoulder blade. So just noticing how when we slow down, and I'm pressing into my feet here to roll to one shoulder blade, then back to the center of the heart, and then I'm rolling in the other by pressing into the other foot. So I'm really starting to feel how I can focus into that shoulder, back of the heart and other shoulder blade. And then when I'm in that center position with the back of the heart here, I can really just feel the back of the heart start to let go into the wall. And so the mapping of the skin of the back can stay in this part of the upper body, and then when we come to the full contact of the body, of the back body on the floor, you can actually start to release all of that back body into the floor. But for now, if you're standing or even on the chair, take the back of the hands and just start to map the back body from where you can reach and moving the back of the hands down that back body. So that's a little exercise on how to activate one specific part of the back body. And you can also try with the back of your hands to start mapping that back body and feeling and connecting. So let me know in the comments how you went with connecting to the exercise and the back body. And if you want to join us online, there's descriptions with links under the video. And I hope to dance with you as well in Sydney at Dance for Joy classes. Looking forward to seeing you there.